What's up, everybody? KMZS18 Sports here, and I'm back. Told you this would be another quick video. Actually, double videos. But yeah, man, this time's about Arsenal's game against Sporting yesterday, which I was able to do a reaction or player ratings yesterday because I was at the gym trying to lose this weight. All right, man, enough of that. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, guys. Arsenal got really lucky this game because I was able to watch all of this game. And yeah, they were pretty fortunate. It was the full time was 2-2 instead of 5-2 or 4-2. I want to talk more about that later. But yeah, it, honestly, the defense let us down on this game. But yeah, I'll talk more about it as I go as I do the play ratings. But yeah, looking at the match stats, Arsenal had more possession, 68% out of Sporting's 32. But I always say possession doesn't mean shit if you know what to do with it. And to Arsenal's credit, they did score 2 goals. But like I said, Sporting still tied with us 2-2. And judging by looks of it, if you look at the shots on goal, Arsenal had 14 shots, 7 on target, and they scored 2. Sporting had 10 shots, 6 on target, and they scored 2 as well. Yeah, it's It was we were fortunate, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. We were very fortunate that Sporting could not capitalize on Arsenal's mistakes that game. Oh boy, really, we were really let off the hook. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, man. As a match, I will say this. Like I said, possession wise, Arsenal were solid. It's just when you make mistakes, let's be real. The other opposing team's gonna capitalize and they're gonna score. I believe the first goal. Well, first of all, Arsenal scored the first goal was Saliba header, great goal. But then Arsenal let Sporting scored 2 in a row. The first one was a bad pass by Zinchenko. Also, because it was resulting in a Matt Turner not so good game, honestly, and they capitalized and scored. The second one, it was from a corner. QR didn't jump, and they scored off of that. But to Arsenal's credit, they found the equalizer off a own goal, and honestly, they just they tried to press for another one, but it was just Sporting, and they had chances. Sporting also had chances as well, but it was the end result was draw 2-2. Which honestly, judging how Sporting should have won this game, I'll take it. Because now in the second leg is Arsenal's at home, so hopefully they'll look at this and they capitalize on it and hopefully for a better result in the second leg. But let's go to the player ratings actually. Let's see your lineups. So yeah, now Mikel Arteta still went for a 4-3-3. He made a couple changes, which is to be expected, honestly. But I'll get to it as I talk about players. Our first change was Matt Turner on goal, very rusty and also very shaky, especially when we're trying to pass from the back. And the passing from the back, and honestly, Sporting should have scored one because Matt Turner tried to pass it, it got intercepted by one of the opposing players, and the guy shanked it. And honestly, they were very lucky with that. That should have been a goal for Sporting. Yeah, Matt Turner, to be honest with you, had a poor game. I will give him some slack because he hasn't started, but come on, man. Arteta's the reason why he got you for this reason for European and action for the all cup games. So I'm gonna give him a 4. He did make some good saves, I'm not gonna lie. That's keeping him from getting any lower. Ben White. I thought Ben White was decent in this game. Honestly, most of the right side was decent. But yeah, he didn't really put too much of foot wrong. He got forward well. His passing was decent. I'm gonna give him a 6. Saliba, the him and Kiwior were very shaky on defense, and honestly, very fortunate that another goal where Sporting was on the counterattack, and I don't know how the hell they did not score. It was a 2v1. Actually, no, I think it was a 3v2, and the guy could have just squared it and made it. He was wide open. The guy, he just like, oh no, I'm gonna shoot. Thank God he did because he shanked it and he had a guy wide open. So yeah, both him and QER has to take responsibility for the defense. And but the fact that he did score a goal and he wasn't really too much at fault, but I still gotta blame the defense as a whole. So yeah, I'm gonna give him a 6. It would have been a 5, but he did score that first goal that was huge for Arsenal. Here we are. Oh, not the debut to remember, honestly. I feel he was definitely at fault for the second goal. And I will give him some slack. This is the first time he's playing with the first team. Well, for the most part, the first team. But man, he looked shit. He looked kind of lost out there. I'm not gonna lie. And there was the reason why the defense got a bit better once Gabriel came in, just a bit, honestly. But yeah, not the debut to remember. He for some reason didn't jump for the second goal. They scored off a corner. And actually, let me get into corners real quick. Arsenal now conceded like 4 corners in the past 5 or 6 games. That's becoming an issue. So I'm hoping they clean that up soon because we cannot have poor corner defense, especially against good heading teams, or if they have like a big mark, or like if something had a Giroud type where he knows how to score headers, that's gonna be an issue. So hopefully that's cleaned up soon. But yeah, QBR, I'm gonna give him a 3. Yeah, 3 is fine. 3 is fine as a score. It was still very bad. Zinchenko, honestly, not to a sharp shelf. There was a reason why he was substituted because I don't know. He wasn't sharp, Chris. I mean, he tried to progress the ball forward, but it was just not there today. I don't know. Yeah, it was an off game for Zinchenko. Actually, honestly, this whole defense wasn't had an off day. If I'm being real. But yeah, Zinchenko, I'm gonna give him a 5. Xhaka, I gotta be honest with you, I don't think he put a foot wrong, but honestly, I feel like the whole left side didn't really do much at all. Well, besides Nelson, but when I get to him soon. But yeah, Xhaka, I thought he was okay. He was decent. I'm gonna give Xhaka a 6. Jorginho, oh man, Jorginho is the type of player where I wish he had Thomas Partey's athleticism. If he was as athletic as Partey, we will be talking Jorginho as one of the best midfielders in the world right now. But yeah, that lack of athleticism really got exposed this game. Yeah, it was every time Sporting was on the counter attack. I used to see Jorginho trying to catch up to most of the midfielders or attackers. He just could not catch up to them. And like I said, Jorginho's good where we're like closing a game away, not really when we had to chase a game, if that makes any sense. But overall, yeah, that's the reason he was subbed out as well. So I'm gonna give him a 5. Yeah, that's fine, 5. That Vieira, I feel like Vieira. I feel like Vieira was okay. He had some flashes here and there. And to his credit, though, he did make some pretty good balls as well. But I maybe because I'm spoiled. Who knows? I'm hoping to see more from him, and I can see the player in there. And actually, I feel like he was one of our better players actually. But yeah, I just want to see more from him in the future, honestly. But yeah, I can definitely see a player in him. I'm gonna actually give him a 7. I feel like he probably was our best player today, if I'm being real. Saka, it was they were just contained him. They really contained Saka this game. He wasn't to his like influential self today. Honestly, I don't want to say he was quiet. Like when he had the ball, they were just defenders all over him. So yeah, kudos to Sporting for that one. But yeah, man, I'm saying give him a 6. He tried, but he just couldn't be as influential. Reece Nelson, I feel like Reece Nelson had a decent game. He was attacking the Sporting's defense pretty well. There were some balls that I wish that some of the midfield saw, but he's never gave it to him. But honestly, I felt like he had a better game, also because everyone was so close, like focused on soccer. He was free just a little bit. He just couldn't get that final pass or the final third to get to the goal. But overall, I'm gonna give him a 6. I thought he was actually positive today. Martinelli, man, if he would have just scored that goal, that probably would have been the goal of the season for Arsenal, man. No cap. Unfortunately, the defender caught up to him, and honestly, he was frustrating today. He tried. Besides that one huge moment where I had to give credit to the Sporting's defense, but I gotta be honest, he play. I don't know, maybe because he's still young, still learning how to be like a striker, and I can see him as a striker in the near future. His best roles is when he's switching with both and constantly either attacking the fullbacks or CBs as they're switching with the wingers. Well, he's switching with like either a striker or a winger. But yeah, man, you can just tell he was frustrated today. I'm gonna give him a 5. Like you can tell he was trying. If he would have scored that goal, that would have been he would have gotten a 7 from me. But yeah, man. As for the bench, Thomas Partey kept things under control for the most part. But you can just tell that Sporting was still having their way with their midfield. Hope that's cleaned up for this weekend. Tomiyasu came in for Zinchenko. He cleaned up a little bit as well for the defense as we're just trying to get control of the game. Emil Smith Rowe was actually he was lively. I kind of wish he came in more sooner. And I'm hoping and actually I thought he was actually gonna start when I found out the Odegaard was sick, but oh well, but hey man, it was a good cameo, and also he, I do vividly remember him being lively out there, but over I'm just trying to give him like I'm gonna give him a solid. It's a 6, it's 6. That's what Thomas Partey. I think I gave him a 6. Tell me that's a 6, yeah. Mikel Arteta, due to the fact that he has a game, I believe, this weekend, he had to make some changes. But yeah, a lack of a striker is kind of hurting this team. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can see why you put Kivior in, Matt Turner, Jorginho, and putting Martinelli as a striker. We really don't have any strikers, but to his credit, to McArthur's credit, man, this team should have been good enough to at least be Sporting, but they defensively, why they didn't really show up like the um first half. But yeah, man, I'm gonna give Mikel Arteta a 6. I feel like he could have put into something a lot sooner than he did, but it is what it is. And now we're on to well after I think after Fulham on to home stage this time against Sporting. and hopefully a better result. But yeah, that'll be it for the player ratings. I know they play Fulham next, but when do they play them? Okay, they play them Sunday morning. Okay, so expect the video on Sunday night from me. Okay. But yeah, man, that'll be it for me. Hope Arsenal tighten up for Fulham is Sporting again. See y'all later and peace.